web page up. My website. Oh god, I'm exhausted. I was out all day. My neck hurts for some reason.
Ooh.
But I'll live. I saw, because of the Grisco weapons yesterday, I saw people saying we're abusing it to get to the max danger level or something. I'm like, we should have done that. Who's this dumbass? Fuck off. We need like 2 other people to consistently do this. Jesus Christ.
Cat wants pet, so of course he's just walking into my face, and it's like, you waited. You've been like looking at me on the windowsill, and I've been like trying to pet you, and you just kick my hand away every time. But the moment I started playing the game, here he is. Fucking cats, man. Definitely.
I tried.
Sick.
Wow. Great. Well, we spent all of yesterday talking about Sunshine, so want to talk about it again?
What more could you have to say?
Well, a vote has finally gone through in the Sunshine speedrunning community. And the vote was on whether you start the game from file select or whether you start the game after the court cutscene.
It should be after the cutscene.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do recall that there is a point of gameplay at the airstrip between those two.
Yeah, but you know, it's like basically what, like 5 minutes of complete wasted time.
Right. Well, I'm kind of surprised because a lot of the Sunshine speedrunners that I follow are like, well, do the whole game. And I can see plenty of people. So the end result was 55.7% in favor of starting the game from the beginning. Which kind of surprised me. I thought that more people would be in favor of it. Not nearly half, you know?
Yeah.
Because there is a bit in there. It's like, I definitely understand. Like, I think a lot of speedrunners that currently play it are just used to it by now. So,
yeah.
They're like, well, yeah, you obviously play the whole game through. But I think a lot of people who, like, want to speedrun Sunshine and stuff want to remove it. So, I could see...
I would say remove it just because it's, like, sure, it's like, you know, the airstrip. But I feel like that's inconsequential relatively to the grand scheme of things.
I don't know. I mean, I still think it counts. But at the same time, the cutscenes are so bad. I mean, the cutscenes are
like
great.
10 years.
Let's be real. But,
yeah, it's like our, you know, like the other weird time I remember, it's like, you know, the start, like, Wind Waker, they start the clock, and then it's like literally 10 minutes of cutscenes before they get to touch a button. Like one of the GDQs just hit start, said start the clock, and then just fucked off to go get a drink, all of them collectively, and then just came back in time to like actually start the run.
I don't remember that.
It was fucking funny. It was like one of the years, like one of the summer ones. Like the Wind Waker just like said, all right, start the clock, let's go, and then just all of them just fucked off to go get a drink. As the game just played cutscenes, and a bemused commentator just began reading donations awkwardly.
So are you farther away from your mic than usual?
A bit.
Okay. I don't know if it was my volume.
I've shuffled forward.
I don't know if it's my volume.
Is this better?
I have no idea. I just hope it is. I also turned you up in OBS beforehand. Because I was watching to make sure my mic quality wasn't as bad as it was in Carl's stream, and I think we're good.
I mean, it sounded fine to me.
It sounded terrible to me. It sounded like I was using a terrible mic. I think I'm the one that killed that mongoose.
To be honest, his mic sounded worse than yours.
I don't know.
Like, sure, it's not like whatever, like, you know, audio equipment you're using to like play it back and listen to it.
I don't think so. Because then I would hear his being bad too. So the next Splatfest should be race timer and sunshine or not. I'd be very curious to see.
Most people would just pick whichever idol they like more because they wouldn't have an opinion either way.
I don't think people even know what race timer means.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It would just be like, oh, I don't get it. What is this?
Oh, come on. Wow, I missed. Wow. I don't think there's other sunshine news. Well, I guess kind of technically. I asked Carl about his setup, and he said he just uses component. So
So it's probably whatever his video options are and doesn't realize.
I think it might be me, because I'm using the old Elgato, and I'm using a component to S video converter.
Oh, that would explain a lot. Actually,
So
yeah.
I kind of forgot that, honestly. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go in the market and look for a capture card that's natively does component and just buy that, because Carl's
Does your Elgato not do native component?
nope, it just does S video and HDMI. That's it.
That's extremely weird because mine does component.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a difference in like UK standards because that's back in the days of like 50 hertz shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what to look for. I don't even know who to ask, because Carl's is 7 years
like
old.
The next capture card I'm getting is gonna be like an average media one.
This is such a terrible strategy. No one can shoot down a wall.
Yeah, and neither's just a bigger horde to contend with.
Yeah. I think the person ended up dying too.
They did. That was deserved.
The one came from there? How? But yeah, Carl's stream actually looked good. Mine looked bad, but that's to be expected. But I'm actually really glad with Carl's quality. So that his is apparently 7 years old. I don't think I could go wrong, especially because it caps out at 480. So
Yeah.
mine must be like 140. Are you're on sniper? We should have established
Yes, I
this
am.
sooner. You go to the other side and shoot at them. Shoot at the goldies far away, and then I'll. Well, not
Can we
then.
like contend with the numbers first? Otherwise, this happens.
So that's what we should have done. So I have the fast.
With those two idiots dying constantly, I think that was the best we could have done.
Yeah, probably. There's some other Carl-related news as well. So last night, him and 3 other mutual friends of ours played Mario Party 3, and
Of ours?
no, not our, like me and Carl, you know.
Okay, right.
And every time the little Bowser came on screen, everyone kept calling it Baby Bowser.
No, this is where you show your ass in.
Yeah. And I'm in there in chat fighting the good fight, saying, no, it's not Baby Bowser. Baby Bowser is Bowser, the character, as a baby. This is.
Why will Nintendo just hire you as a brand manager because you have that level of emo? What about it? You'll just write the documents to specify the people that you're like, like the Apple documents. Where you're not allowed to refer to it as the phone. It must always be the iPhone.
The iPhone. This is different.
That was an actual thing. When I worked in like Apple customer service, like you had to be extremely specific about it. You couldn't call it the phone or your phone or whatever. You had to always specify your iPhone, your iPad. shit like that, and they would pull you on it if you didn't do that even once.
Like me with Bowser Jr. Not fuck. Now I'm getting messed up. I'm playing Splatoon. Me with Koopa Kid is mostly in jest. So if anyone thinks that I'm entirely serious about that, and I will fight someone over calling Koopa Kid Bowser Jr. or whatever, I won't. But
Christ, that wasn't even that crossover.
people do need to realize when they're incorrect, and they are very much incorrect in this one. Because it just creates confusion, you know? It's really Nintendo's fault for making 3 different types of small characters that look exactly like Bowser. Like, we get it, you like Bowser. Jeez, his design is great, but come on. So just for clarification, the Mario Party small Bowser, as we'll call it, is not Bowser Jr., because that's Bowser's son. It is not Baby Bowser, because that's Bowser, the singular character, as a baby. It's Koopa Kid. I was researching it last night, and I didn't actually know if Bowser was a...
quote-unquote researching.
Yeah, I was. I did, because I wanted to get my facts straight. I didn't know if Bowser was a Koopa, or if he was like a different species. He's a Koopa. He's a Koopa.
How of all people do you not know that?
No.
I fucking know that, and I don't care about half of this shit.
I didn't know for sure. Maybe he was like an offshoot of a Koopa. You know what I mean? It could have been an Adolf Hitler situation. You know?
Are you saying Adolf Hitler isn't a human?
No, I'm just saying Adolf Hitler wasn't German. You know what I mean? Adolf Hitler wasn't German.
It's kind of irrelevant. Are you saying Austrians are?
It's entirely possible that a non-Koopa could rule over the Koopas. Similarly to how Adolf Hitler ruled over the Germans. Now, is Bowser comparable to Adolf Hitler? That's another essay. He's not.
No.
But...
it's not an essay. Or it shouldn't be.
But, yeah, so Bowser. The word Bowser is a given name to a singular character. Unless you count Bowser Jr. Because his name is also technically just Bowser. But we all know how juniors work in real life, right? Juniors used to distinguish the two.
Yes.
So, I don't think that counts. There's no... Other than... Okay. Oh, it pisses me off so much. Someone in the chat was like... Well... Mario Party 3, and Mario Party 1 and 2 for that matter, call him Baby Bowser. You know, Gavin would know more than anyone that the localizers aren't perfect, right?
Jesus Christ, yes, especially if they're called Nintendo of America.
So, I think that's completely fair. Now, I looked this up, because I'm like, it's entirely possible they called him Baby Bowser before Baby Bowser even existed. No.
I mean, Mario Party didn't come out until after Yoshi's Island anyway. Are you there? Chris? That's not a good sign.
Which is funny.
Wait, you're back.
What?
You just suddenly went like dead quiet.
Well,
Like,
I didn't mute.
No audio, just cut off.
I didn't mute my mic, and I still heard you, so...
Oh, that's not good. Discord didn't even flinch. I don't know what the deal was. Are you talking?
Not now, but I mean...
Okay, I just like, don't fucking play with me like
I wasn't. I have nothing to talk about until you resolve this.
Well, there's nothing to resolve because I don't know what was going on. It just went silent. Not even like a cutout noise, just silence.
But I have plenty to talk about once this is done with.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, in Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, Koopa Kid is called Bowser Jr. on multiple occasions. They're not fuck, god damn it, I hate this! He's called Baby Bowser on multiple occasions. We all know that that's not true. Well, I mean, that's true, but we all know that he's not Baby Bowser because Baby Bowser is an already existing character. Even if he's referred to as Baby Bowser by the localizers, you shouldn't call him Baby Bowser because it's a character.
Baby Bowser doesn't sound like a set of words anymore.
It's a character that already exists. You're just producing confusion for no reason when an already more appropriate name exists, Koopa Kid. Because, as we've established, Bowser is a Koopa, which means that, you know, the Koopa Kid that looks like him is also a Koopa. And I'm pretty sure that we can infer that Koopa Kid is a child. So he's Koopa Kid. That makes sense. He's not a Bowser that we know of. Other than possibly faulty...
I do not fucking believe that happened.
What? Did I get an egg in or something?
Yeah, at the very you got the very last egg in that we needed.
Yeah,
The very last.
look at how green it is.
I know as hell. I couldn't kill anything. I kept trying to loop around a snake, but then there was steelheads and snipers and missiles and.
So, alright, while an argument can be made for calling it Baby Bowser, ever since then, they've only called that character Koopa Kid. And we live in the present, and the character is still called Koopa Kid, so I see no reason to call it Baby Bowser. That seems rather dated, if you ask me. Especially because Baby Bowser is already a character. So, while I was researching this, I learned that in Japan, Koopa Kid is actually called Mini Bowser. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I already wrote half of this essay. Jesus Christ. So, as we know, everything in Japan is canon. Everything in Japan is the canon. Everything else that doesn't match Japan is incorrect. So it's entirely possible that Koopa Kid is more incorrect than Mini Bowser. Especially because in the PAL versions of the game, it's called Mini Bowser. Well, I guess in Japan it's called Mini Koopa, but that's Bowser's name. So, is Koopa Kid's name actually Bowser, or is that just an adjective? We don't know. But I have conceded that that's a proper name for it. Even though I think that Koopa Kid is just better to reduce confusion.
I mean, you only think it's better because you're American and that's what the Americans got.
No, I'm just saying it reduces confusion. Because there's so much confusion over this.
I think the fact that you went on this mad extended essay proves it doesn't at all.
No, I just wanted to make a kind of shitpost that is based in reality.
Well, I also mean this, like, I think now 20-minute plus diatribe.
I'm just saying, it's true though. Because people who call Koopa Kid Bowser Jr. are just completely incorrect. At least with Baby Bowser, I can understand they were of the time where it was called Baby Bowser erroneously by the localizers who probably, hopefully, were fired, right? I would hope so.
No, they weren't fired until like Fire Emblem Fates exploded. Exploded in the sense that, you know, like a car exploding with your family still inside explodes.
Oh yeah, I figure I learned something. Apparently none of the characters in Fire Emblem Fates are given ages. That's a bit dicey, isn't it?
In America.
In America? Oh, so is it... Well, the Fire Emblem Wiki
have official Japanese.
The Fire Emblem Wiki didn't say anything about that. I saw
the Fire Emblem Wiki is clearly like not fucking correct then, isn't it?
It's no Super Mario Wiki, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I didn't even mention. While it says that the character is called Baby Bowser in Mario Party 3, when you click on the word Baby Bowser, it links to the Koopa Kid page, and then in the Mario Parties 1 to 3 sections, it says Koopa Kid instead of Baby Bowser. So I think that that's pretty good evidence as well.
I genuinely can't follow this anymore. Like, it's just the same words over and over again.
All you need to know is that Bowser's cohort in the Mario Party series should be called Koopa Kid. It is not Baby Bowser, because Baby Bowser is Bowser as a baby. And it's not Bowser Jr., because Bowser Jr. is
like,
Bowser
yeah, again, I can't follow this anymore, because like, it's the same words over and over again.
It makes complete sense, okay? This is the light version of the argument. If you can't understand this, then you're kind of hopeless.
Oh, you need a better way of thinking. Instead of just saying Bowser every second word.
Well, see, that's the problem. Because he's not even Bowser, yet everyone calls him some variation of Bowser. It's just not correct. Just because, like, really, it was Nintendo's fault for just making him look like Bowser. He looks exactly like Bowser. It's insane. Completely improper. Like, I don't think it's an overstatement to say that that character shouldn't even exist with all the conflict it's created. Just over its name, let alone what it does in the actual game itself. Besides, no one likes when Koopa Kid shows up. Everyone wants Bowser to show up when you land on the Bowser space. Like, whose fucking idea was that? In Mario Party 4. Fuck off with that. Fuck you, Mario Party 4. So I hope you learned something, Gavin. And anyone watching this. The thing about the Steelheads that bothers me the most is that they, hold on. No! Okay, we're good. When you jump, your aim gets worse, which is something I always forget. So like that's like
I had the mute because I heard the telltale thumping up the stairs and a squeaking, which just meant like, oh, of course. This is the part where I get shouted at because he's bothering something.
Okay, so that dickhead's gonna take that one. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm just gonna take all your power eggs because I'm closer then. I have no egg. Fuck you! Yeah, exactly. Oh. Fuck your rubber banding. Jesus.
Oh, it delays your grenade's explosion if they activate their bite right as it's about to blow up. It's a neat touch.
Yeah, that's why Maws are the weakest enemy in the game. Oh my god. Yeah, if you need clarification on this Koopa Kid thing, I wrote an essay.
I would frankly like to be done.
And this is the wrap up, and I posted it on Twitter, so you can read it at your own pace. I think I did a pretty good job at making a legitimate argument. What else is there? What else is there? Rapid fire. Fucking 5 years ago, the director for Mario Kart, or whoever the fuck, said, we're gonna make more content for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We don't know what that means. It's probably just Amiibo support, or Labo support, like, who cares?
That's probably it, yeah.
Like, if they add new tracks and actual good content, I'm gonna be genuinely angry. Because that game doesn't deserve it. That should be in the new Mario Kart, where they go back to one item because 2 items is actually unbalanced and not fun and terrible.
They're gonna go up to 3 items.
Ugh. I mean, imagine if there was some kind of actual nuance to that. Like, after a point, just having so many items kind of makes it less chaotic somehow. That'd be insane. But yeah, if they're probably not going to add a single item mode, because they hate me, specifically. And
Nintendo don't believe in options.
I mean, even then, it just kind of splits the player base. I can
Well, that's exactly what I mean. Nintendo doesn't believe in options.
Oh yeah, oh my god, how could I forget? I didn't segue from the Mario Party discussion into the Mario Party discussion. Of course. ND Cube, the developers of Mario Party 9, Mario Party 10, and Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, are also making Super Mario Party. And you might be like, what, Chris? Super Mario Party actually looks promising. It doesn't look like the same boring shit. Well, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They're gonna pull some stupid shit that no one likes and hasn't liked for the past 5 years.
You mean like all motion control minigames that they've already announced?
I'm gonna be real with you. I think that the motion control minigames are pretty fun.
I don't.
Like, I can see why, like, someone wouldn't, because you just kind of want to sit down and play the game. But, I don't think that those are inherently bad, because it's not like you have to do any precise movement with them in a Mario Party minigame. No, of course, they're adding leaderboards, so that might, you know, create a wrinkle.
Well, for you.
I think people will complain about, because people complained about the motion controls in Donkey Kong Country Returns, and I like them.
Well, I mean, that's because it actively made the game worse.
Well, I think people only
There's
really...
nothing there that couldn't have been greatly improved by just making them button presses.
People...
As evidenced by the fact that the emulator version has a mod that turns them into button presses, and it's just plain better.
I'm surprised you didn't just mention Tropical Freeze, which is like the same game.
I didn't play that.
That's just
I
buttons.
don't know how exactly. I don't know exactly how I like it is. So.
But yeah, people really only complained about it, I think, for time trial mode, which is understandable because that's.
And I mean, like, I didn't like it for general play because, like, switching from just pressing buttons to having to, like, precisely, but in it to a degree, wiggle the fucking controller about, it really didn't feel good.
I mean, it's not like Super Mario Odyssey where there are specific ways to shake the controller to do specific things. It's just.
I mean, there are, because you have to do it, like, up or down. I forget what it was, like, down to, like, press the ground, you need to do a certain way to blow.
No, that's pressing a down button and then shaking the same way.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, you do have to.
Not shaking up and shaking down, which Super Mario Odyssey does. So I don't think it's that bad. I can definitely understand. Oh God, why people would say it's bad, but I liked it. I thought it was more fun that way. Almost more natural even, but maybe that's because I played the first game first. Yeah, I don't trust ND Cube at all. I'm worried for Super Mario Party now. They're gonna do some stupid shit. I don't trust those shitheads. Oh, but Chris. Hudson doesn't exist anymore. Oh, but Chris. People at Hudson work there. You fucking idiots. You fucking, yeah, there's, you know, it's like how some people at old Rare, still work at Rare.
Yeah.
But it's like, well.
I mean, not that many, because the majority of Hudson went to their new owners.
I don't know, but they've proven that they aren't as good as Hudson anyway. And for the first argument, maybe hired someone else to try it, because Hudson has already proven that not Hudson, ND Cube has already proven that they fucked up enough times.
The only part Nintendo cares about is the sales numbers, and if those are still good, ND Cube will still have the job.
It's terrible, really. You think it like hurt ND Cube to have probably Nintendo say, you know, we're actually listening to the fans, unlike you fuckheads, and you have to make a Mario Kart that isn't in the car.
Mario Kart.
Sorry. Mario Party that isn't in the car, and
Are you satisfied now, you little thing?
Just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Because I'm gonna be real with you, I like Mario Party 9. I like it. I think the car is fun for a one-game rendezvous. Bringing it back is bad. They somehow didn't listen. Oh God.
I mean, is it that they didn't listen and Nintendo said you have a tenth of the budget of last time, and just reuse your assets and make the fucking thing again so we get some easy money? This is the thing we always have to consider. Like, instead of going all developer shit, we have to remember the publisher involved. This is the people who produced New Super Mario Brothers, the same game again for a decade, just over and over again.
Right, but New Super Mario Bros. Was still fun. Even if it,
not really.
Even if
after
was,
like the second one, it began to wear super hard.
Like it
was just the same
wear
levels
to
over
it,
and over
but as
again.
you play it, it's like, well, it's still a game that plays well.
I would disagree, because at that point it just felt lethargic and not very fun to play.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, we're good.
Like, we have to remember, like, Nintendo, especially like for this latter half of the 3DS and for like the latter half of the Wii U, were very much like cutting corners and not putting out like their best foot forward, budget wise or effort wise. A lot of their games were just schedule filler, often made out of assets and engines they already had. Like, Luigi's Mansion Remake, that only exists because like half of the Luigi's Mansion's assets were in Luigi's Mansion 2, essentially. At most, you just needed new skins. And so hard, it's hard. Like, Triforce Heroes is literally just a Link Between Worlds with like Wind Waker box art on it. You know, it like has the exact same bosses and everything. Like I get in the Candy Cube. I don't think they're that good a developer because I didn't like Mario Party 9 to begin with.
Wow.
But I don't think saying you know, they don't listen to the fans is entirely fair considering who's holding the leash here.
Well, this is their chance to prove themselves because after this, I'm actually going to go to where they are and poke them very hard.
You'd be better served by doing it to Nintendo.
Oh yeah, this point doesn't really work anymore now that the date has passed. But I was gonna mention how Captain Toad and Octopath Traveler came out on the same day. And I was like, what if Captain Toad killed Octopath Traveler? That would be so fucking funny to me. I know what Gavin's gonna say. Actually, it sold billions, maybe even trillions. So shut the fuck up.
I'm glad you're just insisting on insulting me this entire time.
Yeah, I know you love Octopath Traveler. I'm just.
It's not even that. It's just like it fucking did though. I don't understand why. I don't understand why like everyone is out to hate this fucking game. Like, you know how we have like Aki on Twitter like retweeting people saying, "Oh, this game's shit and bad" because one guy from Kotaku didn't like it, and she's just taking this as verbatim. "Oh, the game is shit and bad." It's like I don't get why everyone has like their fucking hands out for this game to strangle it. Like I really don't. And then here's you going like, "I hope it dies to Captain Toad."
That was a joke at your expense.
I don't think it was. I think it is retroactively, not you're being called on it.
I don't know, because jeez, well now you aren't even giving me the chance, because I know you hate Captain Toad so much, and I know how much you love Octopath Traveler. So it's just a little funny thing that you're spinning into some antagonism.
Because it is antagonism. You're already insulting me with it before we even began here.
For liking a game that's gonna be good?
Yeah.
Like, hello?
Yeah. I mean, you've done that to me before. You're just kind of like, anytime I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts, you're just like, you're stupid. It's like, well, fuck me for having like interest.
Kingdom Hearts is like. Oh god.
But yeah, no, like the news came out today. Like Amazon is like fucking back ordered for 2 months on copies of Octopath because it's just selling that well and they don't have enough copies for it. You know, like Square Enix in Japan have had to do the same thing. Like it's selling more than they can make copies for it. So they're going like, if you really want to buy it now, there's still digital options. So like, okay.
Did you see that thing where Target has like you can stack 5 coupon codes and get Octopath Traveler for $17?
No, because I'm not American.
That's the thing. I think like it's done now, but that's insane. It's like that's not helping it anymore because now the people who weren't gonna buy it because they don't have the money are gonna be buying it.
But you know, I'm glad because Square Enix, despite all their chat, will sometimes just like lose complete faith in their own like Japanese role-playing games for I don't know why. Like they always sell consistently well and review great, but they just keep pretending like no one wants them.
Do you think they'll do that this time?
I mean, they'll be like, oh, we have once again learned our lesson and realized people actually want to buy the games that made our fucking name, and then they'll turn around and say, well, we can't publish this alone. Nintendo needs to do it for us.
Yeah, those are the people that made Final Fantasy. Right?
Yes.
Wow. Isn't that like one of the most famous video game series of all time?
Yes. Wow. And it consistently makes all the money in the world anytime like anything about it comes out.
Yeah, it really makes
Square Enix still lose faith in themselves because I don't know.
Maybe there's something.
I genuinely don't know at this point. Like there was that thing last gen where like all Japanese developers lost confidence in themselves for just I don't fucking get it. They just did. I mean, part of it was like games journalism decided that all Japanese games are shit because they aren't innovative. So whatever. But like that's long gone, and some of them are still pretending they don't make money anymore. I don't get it.
Maybe they just have depression, Gavin, and you should be more sensitive towards that. The concept, the physical manifestation of the whole company of Square Enix has depression. Yeah, I just hope that they remove that mist. That's the literally the only thing I didn't like about that game. So, oh wait, isn't it like also like the sprites? I think the sprites are. Oh yeah, all the enemies are really big. That's more of something that I would need to get used to.
I mean, that's just the style. 'Cause like in the old games,
yeah.
I mean, like the old games, they kind of had to be big to stand out on the screen against your party, you know.
It's just like
your party were all little tiny people, and it's kind of like, well, monsters need to look kind of impressive. We got the screen space for it.
Just like you're fighting a rat, and then it's like the size of a rat in the world, and then on the fighting screen, you only go up to like its knee.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, hold on.
Just the sprites, though.
Yeah, like all the things, like the classes and stuff seem interesting and whatnot. That seems like a game that I should just watch, because I feel like I'm definitely never going to play it. But I kind of don't want to at the same time.
I feel like this thing you've been doing of like saying, well, I can't watch this at all because I might play it when you probably never will, is like really limiting.
What, to watching it?
I mean, just like to taking in, or like even me just being able to talk about a game, you're kind of like, well, I might, you know, in 2030 want to play it, so you can't say a word. You know? Like, I think you should just decide now if you're going to or not.
Oh, that's... I don't think that's fair, but that's what solo streams are for, Gavin.
The last like 4 or 5 games I played, I'm like, I want to talk about this, and you're like, well, you can't, because I might play it sometime in the future. It's like, fuck me then.
You get on the Octo expansion then, buddy.
I would rather like to talk about games that aren't solely published by Nintendo.
Well, Gavin, that's just impossible. You know what you signed up for. Wait. I'm gonna try it again.
What?
Bitch, I hate...
Did you see it pop up? Because I didn't see anything until you...
pop up, but I just wanted to try now that I remember. Tiny hydrate, it still doesn't work.
Ugh.
Well, we've skipped a lot of everybody's favorite segments, but I think that for OJ plushies, Sora and QP are actually being shipped out now. Like, they're just done and being shipped out. Which I thought that they were going to wait until all the plushies were done, but nope. So, I might be getting those soon.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to put them. And then, wait, not QP. Fuck. Popo. QP got finished, and then there's a Hime prototype. I think that's all the news. And the Sora prototype. Not Sora. Ah, God damn it. Starbreaker. We gotta get these walls in case it's shit. Yep, it's shit. Well, I made a mistake. Woo! And I'm down. Hopefully it respawns me up there because I didn't touch the ground. Yeah! Oh.
I hate momentum in this game. Like, in Salmon Run at least, because when you get hit, you fly 10 feet backwards. It's like, just fuck me, come on.
Well, that, you know, in canon, they are hitting you with pans. You just don't really see it.
I mean, I don't really care, because if I hit someone with a pan, they wouldn't fly 10 feet backwards. They would just kind of stay in place, or at most fall to the ground where they're standing.
Well, Gavin, I think that you should try hitting a human made purely out of ink with a pan before you start saying anything.
You have a fucking pan if you start talking about Mario again.
Hold on, do I have any Mario points? I mean, technically. Have you seen... Have you seen that meme where it's like, I don't know why people are complaining about so many Fire Emblem characters in Smash when the entire first row, Sans Ice Climbers, is made up of Mario characters. and then people have been making memes of it.
I haven't though.
That's my favorite. But yeah, that's not even an argument, is it? It's Mario. Duh. But what I was actually going to talk about, and we touched on it before as a thing, but the new Smash Amiibo are $3 more expensive. The old ones are still the same.
You already said this last time.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't go over the like.
No, we did.
No, we did that
You said
after
this last.
the
We
call.
did. No, like we didn't. We went over this in a stream.
Yeah, we went over it in a stream, but then we got cut off.
We didn't though.
Yeah, because I used it as a joke segue, and then we never actually segued back to it.
No, we did discuss it on a stream.
No, but we didn't actually discuss it. That was after the stream.
I just go.
When we were in, when we were in a call, but
like actually just go.
But yeah, what is it? Ridley. Who else is new? Splatoon, Toon Girl.
Dead.
Who else is new? Snake, I think. Oh, I think there were 3 amiibo. Yeah, they're. Oh god, what's the price? I just know that it's $3 more than the old Smash amiibo, and people are like, "What the fuck?" It's the same thing, especially the Inkling Girl, which is the exact same as the old one, with a few minor changes. It's just like, well, I don't know. I think that Nintendo think that Amiibo don't sell anymore, because I don't think they do. And they're just making up for the lost sales that are gonna inevitably happen by increasing the price by a mere $3. So, I mean, I don't know. Is that really gonna stop anyone?
No.
I wouldn't think so. Gavin's probably gonna buy the Ridley one.
Probably.
Do you know if there's any official Ridley merchandise out there?
There isn't really.
This is one of few.
There might be come Smash Brothers.
I feel like at some point, like maybe when Metroid first came out, there was like a Ridley standee or something, a Ridley figure that goes for $500 on eBay now. But that might be it. That's kind of the cool thing about Smash Bros. Amiibo, because it's like there's no fucking merchandise of Ice Climbers, and now there is. There's no real merchandise of Olimar except there is. Actually, that Olimar plush came out pretty recently, despite Pikmin coming out in like 2002.
I mean, there was that 3DS Pikmin like a year ago.
What?
The 3DS Pikmin a year ago?
Yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about. It's funny because it's like all the Pikmin games, and that Carl's like, "What about Hey Pikmin?" And I'm like, I genuinely forgot about that one. Sorry, Hey Pikmin. You could be a good game, maybe.
It probably isn't though.
We don't look. See, now this is the kind of attitude I've been attempting to combat my entire life, and by my entire life I mean the past like probably 2 years, 3 years perhaps. It could be a good game.
Unless it's a game I like, in which case you'll insult it immediately outright
Could have
without giving a
merits.
shit about it.
Like what?
Kingdom Hearts collectively as a whole.
I know the merits of
Final
Kingdom
Fantasy.
Hearts. It's just potentially not for me. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think any game is. Well, no. I'm thinking the word soulless. I don't think any game is particularly soulless entirely, but
Oh, I know some Souls games.
like people did work on them. Yeah, I was gonna say I can't think of any bad games. So I'm like, wait, hold on, that's like completely incorrect. You're mixing up your moral compass. Alright, time to get the fuck out of this place.
Meow. Do it. Say
Stop
hello.
harassing your cat, Gavin.
That's what he exists for. Around the point I get jumped on at like quarter to 7 in the morning. The point where he gets tormented.
I really wish there weren't so many abilities in Splatoon 2.
I wish there were more abilities.
I wish there were more useful abilities.
I just wish there were more abilities in general.
You would just have more garbage that you would never use and be happy with it.
I mean,
and no one would
I
ever
don't think
use.
like you, where like only one thing ever works. I actually try other things. You know?
Was it tenacity? No, that was cold-blooded. That's what I'm thinking of. Cold-blooded. What an ability.
I mean, judging by the times I use like the, what is it, the locator on people, they could probably have used it. It's amazing how much knowing exactly where someone is makes the game much easier.
And I wish that the locator
Super was still
yeah,
around.
I used the shit out of that. Maybe that's why I was so good at Splatoon 1 and can never be good at Splatoon 2.
I really like that.
The NZAP had it. It was my favorite. Wait, I forget if I... Didn't the NZAP have, like, better ink armor or whatever it's called, and then echolocator? I think both NZAPs had that. It's, like, the best weapon of all time. Love you, NZAP. Now we just have this limited range sub weapon. Of course, echolocator was pretty OP, so it's understandable still.
I don't think it was really OP. So you knew, like everyone knew where like the enemy team was, but you still had to fucking kill them.
Yeah, but I mean, you say it yourself. That's like step one, right? Step one completely sorted for you.
Yeah, like it helps a lot in this game where the Kraken doesn't exist. Well, I guess my stream is just dying now.
Oh.
No, it's fine. Okay, no, it's not fine. It is just constantly flicking and dropping loads of freedoms.
Well, we're done, so we better just kill it.
Alright.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna kill it. But first, when's the next Salmon Run? I think we said Wednesday. 17, 8 p.m., so it's 18. On Wednesday, that's the next Salmon Run. So, that's that.
Oh, fuck.
Yep, off we go before...
Either my stream will die or I will die.
Yeah,
One of
before
the two.
Gavin dies in real life, too.
Oh, yep, that's just red now. It's just going. I don't get it. Whatever.